Coming into this game, there was a lot on the line for Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. Shula and the Rams have absolutely owned him up to this point. Sam can't win the big game. That's what the story has been. Now, I know Sam didn't play his best game last night versus the Rams, but what I will tell you is he takes a lot of shit, bro. Some deservedly so, but to flush the mistakes you made, stay composed, stay aggressive, keep pushing the ball down the field, fearless. That's a trait that you have to have if you're a quarterback. And in my opinion, Sam Darnold put that on full display last night. I mean, this was game of the year. Just when you thought you were going to see the old Sam Darnold again. He bounces back in a big way. Special teams, defense, everybody steps up and they pull off an impossible win. They had 1% chance to win that game. No, literally a 1% chance. After that first pick, it was concerning. You saw the frustration on Sam Darnold's face. You saw he was flustered. He was worried. You could tell it was really getting to him. I mean, that first pick, he just absolutely stares his man down. Doesn't even see there's another DB reading his eyes, and the DB jumps the route perfectly. The second pick, he just doesn't see the lineman at all. I mean, the 300-pound lineman dropping back into coverage, he doesn't even see him. Just throws the slant blindly. That was already locked up, by the way. I mean, that corner was all over that route. And here comes the big man, drops back in coverage and gets a pick for the Rams. The Seahawks were in third and long all night long. Run on first down, no yards. Run on second down, no yards. Then you set yourself up for a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12. And the Seahawks damn near had no chance of picking those up last night. So moving forward, that is a concern. Yes, they run the ball more than anybody the Seahawks do, but that does not mean that they are an efficient run team. That is not what they are right now. And that's how they get put in these 3rd and longs. It's just too much to ask Sam Darnold to pick up 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11, 4 or 5 times a game. It's just not gonna happen. Credit to Kubiak. I mean, JSN was a no-show in that first half, was not getting involved at all. Kubiak gets creative, puts him in the backfield, lets him run an out route from the backfield, lets him run a Texas route out the backfield. That is what a good coordinator does. You have to get the ball in your star's hands, and he moved him around until he could do that. And then what do you know? JSN gets going. That's just good coaching. That's good game plan, and that's adjustment. I mean, like I said, after that second pick, you could see the concern on Sam's face. It looked like he was melting in real time. It was a concern. But you have to give credit to Sam, like I said. He did not waver. He stayed aggressive. He knew the situation. He knew he had to put points up, kept chucking that thing, and they got it done. And like I said, that's a trait that you have to have, especially if you're a guy who turns it over occasionally, right? If you're a quarterback who's throwing picks here and there, you have to just have that trait, the ability to just flush out the mistakes that you made earlier in the game and move on. Just completely move on, forget it happened, stay aggressive. That's the key to a quarterback who turns it over. You have to have that. Puka Nacua, despite everything going on, the Aiden Ross stream, the stuff with his brother getting arrested for stealing a Lambo. I mean, you thought that that was going to be a big distraction coming into this game. Clearly not. Puka Nacua had an amazing game. He had a career high 12 catches, 225 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's a quarterback stat line. Like, that is ridiculous. They had no answer for him all night long. Every time you looked up, it felt like he was catching a 50-yard bomb. It was insane. The yards after the catch, Puka Nacua is the best receiver in the NFL right now, and you cannot tell me otherwise. I am sorry. And Matt Stafford, even with the loss, in my opinion, Matt Stafford locked up MVP with that performance. 450 yards, and you're throwing a Puka Nacua, and after that, it's pretty much, I don't want to say nobody's, but Kobe Parkinson, Terrence Ferguson, Mumfield. This is MVP level ball that we just watched. And Matt Stafford locked that MVP up last night, like I said. With or without that win, that performance, in my opinion, locks it up. Give him the trophy now. I mean, I'm watching this game and I'm just thinking like, Sam, if you can just not throw 2 picks and just throw 1, you guys win this game. But lo and behold, it doesn't matter anyway because they battle back. And how about Shaheed? That's why you go out and you spend a 5th round pick to get a splash player like him. Because without that punt return, they're dead in the water. They are dead in the water. They do not win this game. I love how they're getting him involved. Special teams stepped up. Defense absolutely stepped up when they needed it the most. I mean, they were all over Matt Stafford, especially at the end of the game. Matt Stafford didn't take any sacks, but he was getting hit every single play. just beating him down. I know he has got to feel it when he woke up in the morning. And what about the luck on this 2-point conversion? I have never seen something like this in my life. Sam Darnold throws a screen pass and it looks like the ball moves backwards. So therefore, it is a live ball and a fumble. What does Charbonnet do in the end zone? He picks it up thinking the play's over. They didn't get the 2-point. Come to find out, him picking up that ball was the difference in this ball game. And that is why you always pick up a dead ball no matter what. Absolutely insane. I have never seen anything like it. That defense is something serious. And that leads me to my next point. If you are the Seahawks, you know what you have in Sam Darnold. You know that this is not somebody that you want to just put the entire game on his shoulders and just go and let him go out and chuck the ball around. That's not what you want. So I have to give credit to the Seahawks because they know what they have. They have a quarterback who is a little bit limited and you just don't want him to make mistakes. And you could see that early on in the game. They were trying to keep him in his shell. The Seahawks were trying to hide Sam Darnold a little bit until they eventually had to let him loose because they were down so much. But like I was saying, when you have a quarterback like Sam Darnold who's prone to turn the ball over, who might not show up in the biggest moments, you go out and you build a roster exactly how the Seahawks built it, with good defense, special teams, weapons on offense. You're not paying Joe Burrow money to Sam Darnold, so you have the ability and the freedom to go out and get these guys to make the roster around him better. And you're starting to see this trend in the NFL. You just get a quarterback who's not maybe the GOAT, but he is a very serviceable quarterback. You stack the roster around him. I think that the 49ers kind of started that whole trend with F the quarterback and just stack the roster around him and just get somebody who can take snaps and throw the ball, throw check downs, occasionally throw you a deep ball. I think that's the wave in the NFL right now, and I think the Seahawks are doing it better than anybody else. They're relying on their run game. They're playing defense, special teams. Like I said, Shaheed spending that 4th, 5th round pick, that is a world changer. So I have to give credit to the Seahawks and what they are doing. I absolutely love the idea of it because, like I said, you don't want to put the game on Sam Darnold. I love Sam Darnold. I think he's a great quarterback, but we've seen time and time again that is just not something that you want to do if you had the option. Run this ball, play your defense, and make splash plays when you can. And if Sam Darnold has to go out and make a big throw, he'll do that. That throw at the end of the game to Cooper Kupp on the sideline in the red zone to get them in position to get that tying touchdown, I mean, that's a big time throw. That is a big time throw from Sam Darnold. The ability to flush it, forget it happened. That is what I love about Sam Darnold. And I don't know if he proved everybody wrong tonight. He adjusted, he forgot, and he kept playing ball. And that's all you can ask for after a quarterback makes a mistake, especially after throwing 2 picks, 2 really bad picks where he's not even seeing the defender. So yeah, man, Seahawks lock up the #1 seed as of now, and I'm excited to see how this thing plays out. There's some potential that Week 18 matchup for the Seahawks will have a lot on the line, and I'm just excited to see how this is gonna play out. That was one of the best Thursday night games I've ever watched, and the Seattle Seahawks are the first team to win by a 2-point conversion in overtime in NFL history. So really cool game that we just watched. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Did Sam Darnold prove everybody wrong? Or was it a meltdown that just was kind of saved and bailed out by his defense and special teams? I'll be reading the comments and replying to all. It's been your boy Dave, man, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.